Martin Barry from reSITE, living in Prague, formerly Brooklyn. The Invisible City is about the invisible infrastructure which we rely on in our daily lives, which consumes huge amounts of municipal budgets. It's often not managed really properly, and when it surfaces it becomes visible, or when it breaks down it becomes visible because we sort of miss it. And the intersection of the invisible, this technical side, and also cultural infrastructure that's invisible. With built infrastructure and technical tubes and buildings that sort of support these kind of infrastructures, they're in the city and they affect our lives. And we try to talk about this as like multifunctional infrastructure, a train station that acts as a public space, a bridge that acts as a theater, a market that also supports other functions. This is like all about the future of the city, and it's generational sort of thinking, it's generational change that we're interested in talking about. Infrastructure takes like 30 to 40 years to plan and build, so it requires a tremendous amount of foresight, and we believe that currently when we talk about transportation or any other type of infrastructure, we're sort of stuck. It doesn't seem to be a whole lot of more like innovative things happening. So we want to know what the next thing is, and that's what reSITE was supposed to be about this year, and I think it was about, which is seeing where the future of infrastructure might be, which then in turn will be about how we live in cities in the future. This is remarkably the 6th year of reSITE in Prague. We love Prague and we're going to continue to do work in Prague. We have some new projects that we want to expand beyond just conferences and workshops and things. So we're launching a new kind of public space. It'll be a semi-permanent kind of pop-up cultural space in Prague 1, right in the center. And it should be like a year-round hub of one of our projects we're working on. It's called Shared Cities Creative Momentum. We work in 6 countries with 11 institutional partners, all about sharing. From sharing economy to sharing ideas, sharing cultures, and how that impacts like the way in which we design and use the city. Without being too emotional, 30 days ago today, I had a baby. So reSITE has become, the future of the city has become immensely personal for me. I think I'll always remember this as the reSITE with my first child. The heart is really sort of a metaphor for that, for the invisible and for the sort of life that this infrastructure provide, creating love in the city. And I think like it sort of worked for us, and we love this concept. This is now a new theme of reSITE. Well, every year we try to come up with a new graphic and creative identity, and we'll start again like tomorrow, thinking about the new identity for next year.